everyone! So hopefully you guys watched the time-lapse video of the rest of the optical mixing demo. I ran out of space on my tablet, so I cut out. But here's the end result. I already went ahead and took off the tape, but you guys can see that one of the most important things about this process is don't be afraid to kind of mess up, relayer over colors, right? You can let some parts dry as you work on others and really kind of layer those pigments, because at least with paint, unlike when you are doing kind of like optical mixing or like looking at the pixels on a screen, something like this, you can just kind of rely more on the transparency of the medium as you work, right? Because you can see that, you know, some of these parts here, it looks much more of like a pastel color. Part of it is that I layered over the white, and so it's pushing the other really intense prismatic pigments back. But it also comes down to the proximity, right? Especially up here at the top where it appears to have more of a gradient. That's not me blending, that's just, you know, pixels or pigments, dots of pigments really far apart, right? So you can see a little bit of the phthalo blue and the ultramarine, but there's some of the white of the page, but then there's also some dabs of white. So something I want you to think about, you know, you can use color more subjectively. Did I go crazy and make like, you know, a purely blue duck? No, but I could have, right? I wanted to use a lot more range of color. It didn't end up as pastel as I had hoped, right? I'm a little bit heavy-handed with paint, but this is something you guys can just play around with and don't have expectations, right? If it kind of looks a little more muddy or muddle, right? Like here where I wanted the legs to be really dark and in shadow, I'm really kind of layering each primary color on top of each other to get that really kind of unsaturated appearance of like a neutral dark tone. But take your time, right? Play around with it. If you hate it, these are 4 by 4 inches. They're really small format, right? Smaller than my hand. So, you know, this is something really easy to do again. And you know, keep the imagery small. I chose a picture of a little fluffy duck. It looks nothing like the duck in the picture, but it's more about the process of kind of letting the pigments, you know, mix together. And if you can see, like the further you get away, you know, it starts to kind of blend out, and you can see, you know, what I was getting at with more of the light and shadow. And as you get close, dun dun, it just looks like a crazy abstract painting of dots, right? So hopefully you guys have a lot of fun with this assignment, and good luck.